What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 50K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Let Rickey Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday after next, the one I was in. I wish all
That's the
of
verbi.
America fumbled a bit when that happened.
That's crazy.
And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike, and Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now three quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Rickey Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let
an
athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Rickey Smiley can't act because Rickey Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same.
Hold on, no. This is, again, very fast. He cooking, serving out dishes. I didn't know that the Rickey Smiley and Katt Williams. Well, let me just say Katt Williams and Rickey Smiley, because he going in on Rickey Smiley. I don't know nothing about Rickey, talk about Katt. But I never knew he had this much to say.
Me either.
Like, it's just coming on. It's just unraveling.
Man, they're unraveling. When did Friday After Next come out?
I think it's back in early 2000s.
Okay, I was going to say our childhood, but I thought it came out like a little later. But
Early 2000s.
Shay can't even get in.
He can't even get a word in. Exactly. He can't even get a word
in. Sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was.
Sir, no one. Why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood they switched off roles. You take this and he what? So Rickey Smiley knows this. I don't know why liars lie, but I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me.
That's when they was putting the numbers on the shirt.
Yeah.
Number 50. That's when they was doing one of them. Yo.
Okay. I can't imagine no other comedian playing Money Mike. Like, when he came back at the end with that blade,
the pimp in him was ready to cut anything that was standing in his way. Yeah, he killed it.
And he's short and little.
And he had the perm?
Yes.
It was too perfect.
That was him.
It was, bro.
Saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days.
Whoa.
Yeah,
the truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom. And that's what Rickey Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie.
And
say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy, where I have all the credibility and all the pull.
Credentials.
The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are.
Talk about it.
If you
so I just got to pause him real quick because you got to think about what he's truly saying here. That the fact, I'm just repeating what he said, that Rickey Smiley was okay with that scene, and it was gonna go out like that. But when he combated, he was able to get the role and change the script.
And it was funnier.
When he
came out that was funnier.
That's hard though.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the movement of being a comedian in a time like that. This is the early 2000s, y'all. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so he's able to shift the narrative of a film because he said so.
But you gotta understand, he had, first of all, not only wisdom, but he had standards. But this is a big move. This is a classic movie.
Bro, it's still hit today.
You know, and it started a lot of their careers.
Yeah.
You know, so not everybody is going to have the guts to stand up to the powers that be.
But you know what's so funny?
What?
You know what's so funny? In our early 2000s, see, we had freaking the Rickey Smiley show, Steve Harvey show.
2000s?
All of that. Steve Harvey show.
Yeah,
the Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah.
Who else we had? The Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
We never had a Katt Williams show. We had a Katt Williams show.
He had a talk show at one point.
Did he?
Not in the early 2000s, but I don't know, baby.
Bro,
I
like
know everything
everybody, we had a Steve Harvey show.
You said Steve Harvey.
I did. Like we had all of them with this. They was airing. We had the Hugleys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They all was there killing it with the black narrative, you know, for the support of that. But just in their comedian roles, the comedy standard that was once like taken off, and it was spaceship, and it was rocketing.
Yeah, that's
but
good
we never
for,
had a Katt Williams show.
Sitcom and syndicated shows, but
I wonder where he was around that time like that.
Is he?
I'm just thinking out loud, y'all. I'm just thinking out loud.
Allow me.
He made me think about that.
To allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped.
And it was.
So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Rickey Smiley was going to play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Rickey Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them. That's how I already know that I'm going to be funnier than you. What he told everybody was Katt Williams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Fed. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to him.
That would listen to him.
But okay, if a person, like, you know, let's say the younger generation, right? If they're coming up and they don't know who Katt Williams is, I can understand what he's talking about when it comes to the movies and their success after the movies. But he went on Wild 'N Out after that.
Okay. Are we talking about still the fact that he's saying that nobody knew who he was?
Yeah. Because he said that Rickey Smiley said that he have a radio show now. But after the movies, you know, he was a part of Wild 'N Out. Wild 'N Out is huge.
So Rickey Smiley was basically using his resume.
Yeah, now, like who he is now.
To say that he would have been more, you know, beneficial for the part than Katt would.
No, I'm thinking he's saying about their success now.
Oh, no.
I haven't watched the Rickey Smiley interview, but I'm just saying on what he's saying now.
Yeah.
Because I can understand, like, now, you know, Rickey Smiley, he's on the radio every
part. Yeah.
Heavy. So everybody could hear it, but I can't even say what Katt Williams is doing right now. I don't know.
I can't either.
But what I'm saying is Wild 'N Out is such a hit show. It's been on for what now? Is it going into 2 decades or has it made 2 decades?
Long time. Like,
yeah, and he was a part of the original cast, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, something like that.
On the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Rickey Smiley again unless he's in a dress.
No.
Now, what was Rickey Smiley's next movie?
No.
Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your...
He said, "Whoa, why would you put that in your contract?"
Hold up.
Man, he was playing chess.
Yeah, but
that's a crazy move.
What producer would allow... What pull he got to do that, though? Like...
Why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life.
Now, I don't
Golly.
speak on Tyler now.
They play good roles. And I
Golly.
believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
Oh.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
That he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Rickey Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't you
I feel
set the
him.
record straight?
I feel him.
I do.
I feel him.
We gotta respect that. He developed the character.
He worked hard for the whole set.
Money Mike wouldn't be who Money Mike is in our brains if it wasn't for him.
Anybody in the industry who kill it knows that anytime you speak about something that you done work truly, truly hard for, you're going to speak back on it. Like, you can't not say that this person killed it and come back and try to say something obviously different and think it's going to fly. I mean, again, but we still haven't saw that other interview either, though.
Right. But we saw Money Mike and Friday
But
after
we saw that.
I'm telling you, he came back with that blade at the end.
That was too funny.
Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those
Oh,
lies.
wow.
That no one's ever
Oh, wow. That's
right,
crazy.
but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Kat. Normally when people are giving you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or I've ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are like, this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago. He was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her.
Oh, my heart.
He really did, though.
He did.
Like,
I remember that story. He really did.
He been in a good few marriages,
He
man.
really did, though. And I like Steve.
But that homeless story Steve put out, bro, it's like, it's very emotional.
It was.
I've listened to that story.
And I like all of the people that he's naming. It just feels so conflicted. Woo.
Man, okay.
Dang, we only 7 minutes in.
Bruh,
what
right?
are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. Cedric, Steve, Rickey, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So
that goes back to the part when you're saying standards. Standing for something.
Yeah,
Standing for something.
help me God. Everything Cedric and Rickey Smiley ever been in got canceled for not being funny. Rickey sat here and told you that they cut him out of every movie he did. They always had a reason. Like,
He wrong for that. He wrong for that.
That's why I'm funny, because I'm a happy person. I laugh all day long. I can't even imagine the misery of these bums.
Whoa. Bro.
Just to not be good at what you do, not work hard at what you do, but have to act like you the best at what you do. It is crazy. It's crazy.
But they be touring, they be doing like 100 shows a year?
That's me.
He said that's me.
He said that's me.
I don't run into none of them. That's what I'm saying. If you a Faison Love fan, you mean you've been a fan of him for 32 years, you still waiting on him to do his first special?
Ooh.
You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey, your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now?
I mean, Steve got a lot of other...
DL's still out there. None of those irons matter to stand-up. Who cares that they wrote a placard for you to do Family Feud on? Like, you're successful because we're surprised you can talk for a living and it's entertaining that you're going to say some funny country things.
Not funny country.
But not a writer.
Right.
That's different,
Not a writer.
huh?
Cat, he did have a good part in the movie, man. The Santa Claus was funny, man.
The dude.
Shannon is me right now. I'm like,
Bro,
but we like them too.
he's trying to keep the peace.
Yeah,
he's trying,
yeah,
you know what I'm
he
saying? You
tried.
gotta respect him for that.
He
But
tried.
Cat said, I'm just had the whole truth, nothing but it.
Yeah, he tried. He can't get in.
Cat got,
get in.
Cat got behind the scene tea.
For real.
That's what he's talking about right now.
But I mean, Steve Harvey's a good host.
No, he is. He's very funny. He rocks with the crowd. People love him. You can't go wrong with that. But
Yeah.
he said anybody can read from a card.
Right.
He said funny country jokes.
I do miss the stand-up.
Everybody
know.
do. I feel like we can all use some good laughter. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Rickey
saying?
Smiley, I'm not in the car all the time, so,
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, how y'all feel about it? Because he's just getting on all the favorites, Lord.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Said the entire time we were filming, I can't play this role. They got a bandana over my nose and my mouth. My family not even gonna know who this is.
Yo.
So yeah, tell your story.
All right, yeah, so we're going to stop it right there, bro. I think he said a mouthful on all he had to say. Again, he's definitely just speaking his mind, telling the truth, and he's not worried about anything. Obviously, he's killing it, bro, so...
He knows some tea that we don't know. You know what?
That's what it is.
You know the problem with social media? I miss when our celebrities were mysteries to us. I don't like that they are, like, we know about their lives, we know the background scoops. I don't remember this happening,
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
That's the
It
part
wasn't
about
too
NBA I
much.
don't
It
like.
wasn't too much camera in their face unless they was putting real content out for us to watch on TV.
Right.
Or DVDs or VCRs.
Right, or going...
VCRs? That's wild.
No, I remember
do have
watching
some
Kings of Comedy on the VCR.
Yeah. That's wild, though. It's way back.
For real. I don't know. That's...
Now
the
it's
progress
like
of the internet just made it...
everything is like in your face. Every breath you take.
We didn't know who was beefing back in the day.
Right. We
We
had to
need to
get
go
the
back to
CDs
that.
for that.
Unless they was at the BET Awards and they would,
Do
snicker.
a little side joke on
But
it.
I miss those days.
I feel you on that. That
Because
is different. That is
although
different.
the tea is hot and we all taking a sip from it,
Yeah.
it's just...
Yeah, we obviously can see what it created. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, these platforms are available where people can truly speak their mind.
Yeah.
And you got to think about it. Years ago, people did not think this was going to age like this. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was really connected to some powerful people who knew what was going to happen with the internet and whatnot. But other than that, a lot of times y'all on set and y'all doing your job, y'all not thinking about repercussions 15 years later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's more than 15, huh?
15,
That's
20.
20-something.
I'm saying, though. But, yeah, we did not, like, a lot of people did not think that was going to probably age like it did. And for Katt Williams to have these stories on these people, you know what I'm saying?
He fact-checking some things.
Right, he put it out there, he letting it be known.
When was the Rickey Smiley interview, baby? Because he came
I'm
in
saying,
ready.
yeah, I didn't
Came
even know
in
he
ready.
was on there. I didn't know he did it, so.
All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.